Do you remember the original Muppets theme song?
Yes.
Can you? Would you, please? For all the people out there, welcome to the spotlight.
Thank you. I see it's right there.
I could just throw you something.
You could throw me something.
I could just throw a bone at you. I could just throw
Muppets. I had it, and then you said it.
Do you know what to do if I say "humana"? Do you know what to do?
Yeah, of course. Phenomena. Phenomena.
Loading snacks. What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy Gage along with
Sin
and Coop.
And this is the Loading Snacks Show.
Yeah.
And up front, as always, is in case you missed it, hashtag
just in case.
ICYMI. We're gonna bring you the 5 most important things in geek news you missed last week.
From last week, correct.
Last week. So without any further ado,
number 1.
The Sasquatch in GTA 5 is absolutely real, and it only took something like 2 years to find it. Holy smokes. Is that okay, Kay? Can I say that?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I'm happy that it's real.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. But here's the thing. It takes some finagling
for you to get this Sasquatch.
to find the Sasquatch. Now, before I even try to read what you have to do it, I'm going to try to just say what it is. I'm just going to make up something and say what it is.
Okay.
You have to play the game,
obviously,
and find the peyotes.
Peyotes.
You got to find all the peyotes. But the peyotes only show up between
5:30
a.m.
and 8 o'clock a.m.
8:30.
Okay.
5:30, 5:30 and 8 o'clock.
Right, 5:30 8 o'clock.
A.m.
A.m.
Only though
in the fog
if it's on PC
and the rain
and the snow on console.
Yeah.
And then you can find the gold peyote. And if you eat the gold peyote, you have a hallucination in which you become thine Sasquatch.
Yes.
AKA Bigfoot. AKA Tar Ape. Whatever they call it. Whatever they call it.
I guess the point is, it's real. But yes, that is a lot to do.
And listen,
that was a lot.
The dude who found it, okay, it was found on dude posted on Reddit. The guy who found it didn't even find it. He dug into the game code.
Oh,
so he
cheated.
Figure it out. Yeah. Oh, he cheated. But you know what? I'm okay.
Yeah. Do what you have to do. I'm not mad.
Because real talk, I'm just gonna say it. Listen, you could, K, be on your beeps because the truth of the matter is, Rockstar, that's some. That's some old.
We were not meant to find that.
But you were. It's there.
Yeah.
That's some old. Number 2. We're done with that. You done with it? You got anything you want to say about it?
I got nothing to say about it.
My man,
really.
don't say anything
on to
about
the
it.
next.
Fog and snow.
I'm just clearing my throat. Sorry.
The bush.
Number 2.
We have finally gotten the word on Spider-Man's age for the upcoming Captain America Civil War film. While we knew that this was another reboot of sorts for the web slinger, most were probably not expecting a 15-year-old wall crawler.
Okay. I absolutely have to defer this to the Spider-Man expert on the show here, which is...
Coop?
No, sorry.
Okay, look, let me start by saying...
Yes, how do you feel?
All right, before I do that...
Let's take notes.
Ty Tuesday, because y'all probably wondering what's going on. Ty Tuesday had a baby with superhero t-shirt Thursday, and we just had to, I'm still here. We still good. We're still good.
You gonna flex the socks
We're still
on?
good.
You gonna flex the socks on?
We're still good.
There we go. There we go.
So I just want everybody to know we're still good. Now here's the thing. All right, I'm okay with this.
Okay.
I don't have an issue with him being so young.
Okay.
What this does for me is it opens more questions about what this actually means in terms of Iron Man's ability to manipulate him. If you look at what the story was in the comic books, there was some slight manipulation, but we were talking about an adult Peter Parker here. I think it'll be easier, but I think it's going to make it much easier for the audience to side with Captain America and hate Iron Man if he is manipulating
if
a little boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that is, it's a little tricky, and I think it's also important to try to look into like how far into being Spider-Man he is, even though he's 15.
I thought I saw a rumor he's supposed to be like in his second year of being
so
Spider-Man.
that's, I mean, that means he's got a good amount of experience. Uncle Ben has been gone for a couple
they
of
said they're
years.
not gonna have the whole
we don't have to go through.
Right, they're not
we don't have to go through that again.
Right, we're not going through all of that. So he's not, even though he's 15, to a certain extent, he's kind of seasoned.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you can only say that.
He's marinated for a little bit.
Yeah, Iron Man has only been doing what he's been doing for 4 or 5 years or something like. You know what I mean? Like, for all intents and purposes, Spider-Man's a better hero than he is. But shots. But yeah, no. I mean, I think it's interesting what his age does
To the story.
for that. For the story, more than anything else. I mean, I think that his age might actually be more important in terms of what it means in terms of going into his own movie.
Right. Which is
And how old he's gonna be at that point, like where it takes place and how old he is in his own movie. But for this, and we still don't really know how big his part is in it either.
Very true.
So it's difficult to say.
There's a lot of people in it.
Yeah, it's difficult to say exactly what that means, but yeah, I think it poises us to be angry with Tony Stark.
It actually reminds me of the Disney XD series.
Yeah,
Because
it's a lot more like that.
Because
You're in
when
high school.
he was in high school, and anytime he saw Iron Man, Captain, he would geek. So it makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense for something like that to happen, and for Iron Man to manipulate him the way he would.
And
do
for,
in cartoons
and for
things like
Disney
that.
to want to hit that audience of people
Exactly.
who've been watching that show, Spectacular Spider-Man, and kind of absolutely,
Pulling them numbers, yeah.
absolutely.
Number 3.
Fall TV is back. Gotham, Empire, Heroes, and the Muppets have hit the airwaves, and Arrow, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are right around the corner, followed by Flash, Supergirl, and The Walking Dead. This season is poised to be one of the best in a very, very long time.
I am very excited.
Are you excited? What are you most excited about? Out of all of that, what are you most
My
excited about?
Muppets.
All right, before we get into that, I'm gonna let you have it. Your Muppets.
All
I
right.
like my Muppets. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
all right.
I'll calm
We're gonna do a test. What are you most excited about? Walking Dead, Arrow.
Arrow and Walking Dead,
Okay.
and followed by the Flash.
The Flash is starting to get excited about the Flash.
I like the first season, so I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see where it goes with the second season, of course.
I am most looking forward to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's my show. Gotham I actually like too, but Muppets.
I love Muppets.
Okay. Did you watch the first episode?
Yes.
Okay. What did you think? Because a lot of people had like it's adult. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It ain't Muppet Babies. When your room looks kind of weird, and wish that you were there. It's not that. This is like Kermit sipping on tea, but that's none of my business though. Like,
Okay.
this is like my man making like some sexual innuendo jokes. Like,
Yeah.
This ain't.
Yeah, well, it threw me off because they showed a preview for it before, like a 10-minute preview, and almost that 10-minute preview was the whole show. So I couldn't get the same laughs that I got out of it before, But in a sense, it is a bit more in the adult area, but it's still like the classic Muppets that you would love. But when I say classic Muppets, then I think it's more for me.
Do you remember the original Muppets theme song?
Yes.
Can you? Would you, please, for all the people out there? Welcome to the spotlight.
Thank you. I see it's right there.
I could just throw you something.
You could throw me something.
I could throw a bone at you. I could just throw Muppets.
I had it, and then you said it.
Do you know what to do if I say "humana"? Do you know what to do?
Yeah, of course. Phenomena. Phenomena. Those are my ringtones.
They're having a lot of fun here today, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sort of give you a pass on that.
Number 4.
So video game voice actors are threatening the possibility of a strike in an attempt to shift a change in the way that they are compensated. The strike will likely happen if a resolution cannot be reached between SAG-AFTRA and several large video game publishers. Now, there are some serious details in here. Essentially, though, what we're looking at is the Screen Actors Guild,
Right.
in representation, the union, in representation of, for the most part, voice actors in video games. Again, because a lot of this does stem from some issues with compensation coming from large video game publishers.
Right.
They are looking to kind of change the way that these actors get paid. And it sounds like fair compensation from what I've seen.
Right.
But overall, it's more or less that these actors would receive less of a lump sum up front. But then based on sales of the title,
Right.
they would see a bonus. Sort of like residuals or what have you, but it would be based on for like every 2 million sold. So they'd get a bonus at 2 million copies sold, they get a bonus at 4,
And so
6,
on and so on and so on.
and so on. And right now, they are having some difficulty coming to a resolution. And the Screen Actors Guild has said that if they can't come to a resolution, then they are calling for people to vote to strike. And if at least 75% of the people do in fact vote to strike, there will be a strike. The thing about this is this will not just affect video games.
Absolutely.
This is all of the Screen Actors Guild union. Everyone who is a member of the union will in fact strike if 75% of the people vote
Right.
for this. So we are talking all of the stuff we just talked about. All of our favorite shows,
Yep.
TV, movies,
Movies, everything.
anything that's going on is going to come to a screeching halt, like it did a few years ago
with
when the writers.
with the writers.
With the Writers
yes,
Guild. So,
yes.
so we're looking at this all over again. And not only that, but the Screen Actors Guild, the union, is actually asking for members who are not in the union to also strike and not work.
Wow.
They're trying to shut Hollywood down.
Yeah.
Down.
This
what it sounds
is
like.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I actually think that voice actors in video games all deserved what they
Absolutely. They
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's so much work that goes into that nowadays. I mean, I remember back when voice acting being put into a game was
a big
major.
right, because
Right.
it didn't exist. Like
Yeah.
it couldn't fit on the medium.
Now it's in every game you get.
Right, but it's not just that. It's gotten to the point where, I mean, you recognize that video games is the largest entertainment industry that isn't porn.
Yeah.
Like, it's bigger than movies, it's bigger than TV,
No, very
period,
true,
in terms
yeah.
of the amount of money it makes and what it brings in. That now it is at the point where people who are actors who we know from film and TV, Kevin Spacey in Call of Duty,
Angela Bassett,
Angela
Rainbow
Bassett,
Six.
Kiefer Sutherland in Metal Gear, like, actors are moving on, going, I gotta get a piece of this money, because there's a lot of money to be made
Right.
here.
And y'all have the money. We just gotta make sure that the paperwork
Right.
is right at the
Right.
end of the day.
Yeah.
And it probably does stem some from, I would imagine that actors like them saw a different kind of pay than people who we traditionally see in video games like Troy Baker or, it's one of those things where now we're looking to kind of even the odds up, I think, because the work that people have been doing in video games for years upon years, and people who are in game after game after game after game should be seen at that same level, I think.
You actually
I
see stuff
agree.
like that in it's on Netflix. It's called I Know That Voice, and it's about it's about a bunch of voice actors, and they do touch on that a little bit as well too.
Yeah, real talk. Hopefully it doesn't come to that,
Hopefully.
Yeah.
and they get their due.
I hope they do. I really do. They
Dig
deserve
it.
it.
Number 5.
Rainbow Six Siege closed beta is officially live. The multiplayer-only Tom Clancy title has begun stress testing its servers for the upcoming December release.
Let's stress test these servers.
Let's test the stress out of these.
Let's get it in.
Yes,
Because
sir.
in December, when
Listen,
it come out, I don't want no server issues.
I just need to know, is there a spaz in the game?
You know what it is?
It better be a spaz 12 shotgun tarot hunt. Let's get it. Now,
Raging
you don't know
Bull,
nothing. You
let's
see how you
go.
looking at
That
me?
was very-
He has no idea
That
what's
was very
happening.
descriptive.
You know about that fast. Or the 500 attack.
Listen
Let's
to me.
go.
Listen to me. We gonna blow up some walls and take out some
Hey,
taros. I don't know what else to
We're
call
gonna go
it.
back to the planning stages like we used to. It's gonna be a problem.
Listen.
It's the serious for us right here.
Listen. I am glad they moved this into December. I think it's gonna get some great sales. We've seen some other games get pushed.
Yes, definitely.
So Hitman just got pushed out of December
Right.
into next year. Cool. Make that right. Let me get this rainbow right.
It's gonna be a problem that day, that Friday.
We're gonna put you on. Ladies and gentlemen, that was In Case You Missed It portion of the show. We're gonna be back in a moment. When we come back, we're gonna do a little taste test for y'all.
Got some snacks to try out. I don't know how I feel about this.
You will. You'll know.
I didn't like the last round.
And with that, we'll be back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Loading Snacks Show.
We're
Once
back.
again, I'm Gage.
Sin,
Kip.
Yeah, and before we get into the second half of the show,
we got some snacks to taste.
we're gonna check a couple things out because we found some things that might be disgusting.
Or
We're gonna
good.
find out. So first and foremost, we have. You want to do these? You want to eat these?
No, I think Coop said he wanted to
Coop's
try.
gonna have
he
these.
wanted
So
to try-
first of
try
all, I hope you got a decent shot of that. Kay, can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Ritz crackers, bacon flavored. I'm just going. You know what? Here, you pop that open. While he's opening that, pumpkin spice limited edition Oreos.
Yeah, I like Oreos. I'm gonna jump out there and try one of these.
Okay,
So,
you have that.
yeah, let me get one
And
of these
I-
out.
It smells like ham.
Kind of like bacon. I'm gonna try these sweet and salty combos. Oh, we gotta do it at the same time? All right, hold on.
Oh,
Ready?
you wanna go one at a time?
yeah.
So-
All right, go. You
All right,
first.
all right.
Why you laughing?
Because as soon as it hits your mouth, that bacon aroma just it's in there. It's good.
You like it?
I love it.
You do. You would have another. Can you taste the pepper? There's pepper in there, right? Like a lot of pepper. It said pepper somewhere on there, I think. Yeah. Seasoned with black pepper. There's the pepper.
I ain't never got.
All right, well, you keep at that.
You keep on chewing that.
You know, water.
These smell like pumpkin spice. Like an aroma you would catch going in the perfume aisle at the Macy's or something like that.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not
The
good.
pepper just hit me.
See?
Okay.
You like it?
No, sir, I don't like it.
Ah, now, if you don't get that reference, we can't fill you in. But you should go find out. You don't like it. What's
Not-
wrong with it?
It's not bad, but it's not me. It's not, and it's not even real. It's like fake pumpkin spicy. Like it's not. I don't get that.
Do you eat
that
pumpkins?
holiday.
Like, do you do like pumpkin pies and? I don't. Don't ask me no question like that. I ain't never had no pumpkin pie.
Yeah, certain muffins and stuff like that. Yeah, I do.
Pumpkin muffins. You say certain muffins?
Certain muffins.
You have had some pumpkin pie.
My dad has some pumpkin muffins.
All right.
They were
Oh, like
delicious.
that.
They were delicious.
You done? I'm gonna try. Okay.
All right.
Sweet and salty combos. These are pretzels.
With caramel and cream.
He said caramel. I say caramel. But to each his own. Potatoes, caramel, and caramel. Yep.
Yep. Just
Yep. Yep. I can do this. I like sweet and sour. I like sweet and salty. Like, I'm the guy that puts his fries in his Frosty. I put my fries in my milkshake.
Yes,
like,
you do.
this is fine for me. I like Doritos. I like nacho cheese Doritos on my peanut
See, I've
butter
already had
and
this
jelly.
before, but let me try one of these.
On my peanut butter and jelly. It's so good. Like, it don't sound right, but it's so good. Oh. Why are you staring at it? It ain't gonna, looking at it ain't gonna
because
change it.
he was worried about the pumpkin spice, so you gotta check this one out now.
Nah, they're good. I like it.
These are really good.
I like it.
No, they are pretty good. Yeah.
I have a winner. You like yours though, huh?
Yes.
All right,
you can have that.
You take the box with you.
You can have that. I don't need that.
It's fine by me.
As much as I love bacon, no sir.
Now, if you gave me a Ritz cracker, and you wrap bacon around it, I'll smash it.
I'm gonna make that.
I'll smash it with a hammer. If
gonna make that.
you don't know that reference, you gotta look that up too. Now, last week, we had a little bit of a discussion about this digital transition thing, right?
Right.
This GameStop wasn't gonna sell
The digital-
consoles
with
that still
digital
had digital in
games
them.
in
Okay.
Right.
We got some responses.
Thank you. Shout out to all those.
Yeah, we got some responses. Specifically, shout out to the Such a Nerd podcast. I got a response from one of them that basically said, you know, that he loves collecting. Like, he loves his games and his DVDs and his movies. Like, the physical is important to him from, I guess, a collector's aspect. Now, for me personally, again, I am a collector. I've collected for a long time. I think inherently, truthfully, if you're a gamer, a real gamer, you're a collector. I don't think there's the people who play games are like comic book readers and like they collect things, toys, books. Like we are Star Wars fanatics and we collect toys and shirts and you know what I mean. So I think inherently we're collectors, and I think that is a piece of us that just doesn't dissipate, right? It's one of those things that like unless our wives or significant others are also have that same bug, have been bitten by the same kind of geek bug we've been bitten by, it will annoy them. It will drive them because we want to have it and we want to display it.
Yes, we do.
Now, having said that, I have also come to the realization that space is also of an issue. And while I love my collection of games, and I have tons of them, controllers and game cartridges and boxes and you name it, there has come a point, which was very recent, that it just got overwhelming. And the idea of being able to go all digital, and I thought this was going to be an issue for me up front, but once I started to buy all my stuff digitally, whether it was my music and having like all my music on my phone and available to me right there, like honestly, like not carrying my CD case with me, which mind you, I have had my car broken into for people to try to steal all of my CDs because I took them all with me because I love my music. I can't, you know what I mean? Like I can't pick and choose, like I'm just gonna take these couple. Like a 6 CD changer is not enough for me. I need more than that.
Right.
So like being able to have it all on my phone or on an MP3 player, like I was an early adopter. Like I had literally like a miniature zip disk that had tiny, you might remember, had tiny cartridges in it that hooked up to a USB, and it was a portable zip drive that you could put MP3s or store regular data files or whatever on. So it was literally like a portable hard drive / MP3 player. Like I've been at it since then. And being able to do that with my games, I thought that was going to be an issue. But as I have looked, and I think I've said this to you guys before, when I turn on my game console and I go to my game section and I begin to look through all of the games that are there, there are 80 or 90 some odd games just in my Xbox One collection. And it still feels like my collection. Not only that, but being able to show up at your house and have access to my entire collection. It's still my collection.
Beautiful.
I still get to show it to you at your house instead of having to have you come to my house to see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I can access it essentially from anywhere. And the collector bug in me, I've learned that it's not necessarily a physical thing anymore. It doesn't have to be anyway. Again, I collect t-shirts and hats and almost anything Spider-Man, whether it's a keychain,
church,
or whatever. Having kind of gone through that metamorphosis of my own and recognizing there are a lot of people out there who were like me, they are still like I was. What would you do to incentivize people to go digital, to let go of the physical portion of their collecting and go digital? How would you incentivize people to do that?
One of the first things that comes to my mind, and probably a lot of people's, is a price reduction of some sort.
Okay.
Like we talked
Steam.
Like we talked before, there's no more, you don't have to make the paper pamphlets put inside, no more plastic cases to make.
Right.
That's a way you can drop down the price couple dollars or so and have it there for people.
Right.
Another way is, how about digital content that is exclusive to just the game that you've downloaded? That's the only way you can get it. Not some extra you can go to the
A
store.
particular location or whatever and get
Get it. It comes from just downloading it digital and only you have it.
Right.
Whether it's outfits, extra guns, or
Okay.
something like that, are ways that I've thought about it.
What do you think?
This
Coop?
is interesting because we had this talk a while ago. And, I remember you were joking about like McDonald's having like little scratch offs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it's very true at the same time that other companies can tag in on this and give you some type of code through their product, and then you'll just digitalize it through whatever game that you have as well.
Yeah, I mean, to have an option, again, there was a time, like I remember when the Xbox 360 first came out, like you go to Burger King, they had like the Sneak King game. Or whatever. Like they actually had, Xbox games that you could only get from those locations. So, but the ability for a publisher or someone like that to score a deal with someone, I mean, the way they score deals with retailers now, like there's always exclusive content that goes to GameStop or goes to Walmart or goes to Best Buy or whatever it is, right? So why not have it go to McDonald's or to Target? You know what I mean? Not you know what I mean? But it doesn't necessarily have to be Target in terms of buying a game. It could be something else you do at Target. You know what I mean? It could be that you're a member of their credit card thing or something. You get some kind of, you know what I mean?
You get the Target hand cannon in Destiny.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not. Don't do that. But yes, along those lines, like, I mean, think about it. Like, think about the way they incentivize kids to get Happy Meals. Like, they change them out. It's a different toy every week for like a month-long period. We got to go to McDonald's again this week because the toy's different, whatever. Well, what if instead of it being a toy, it was a code or something like that for a particular game where you put in something and you get some kind of digital content, but only if you have the digital copy of the game or something along those lines.
It has to go back to only having the digital copy. You get perks and bonuses for that.
Right.
It's not something that wouldn't work with a physical copy.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to hear what other people think. Like, I would like to hear from people out there in the world who haven't jumped on the digital bandwagon just yet. And I want to know what it would take to get them to make that move. I think that that's an important thing because it's going to happen.
It is.
It's going to happen.
We see more and more every single day.
No doubt.
Everything's going digital.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Loading Snacks Show. Thank you for tuning in. We graciously appreciate you. Please hit the subscribe button, like us, send us a message. We implore you. Thank you, and we are out.
Loading Snacks.